Friends, good morning. Once again, I am welcome you in Khan Science Academy. As you know very well, I am your science teacher, and here today I am presenting the next new chapter from class 10 CBSC. The chapter name is How do organisms reproduce and what is reproduction? That is one of the most important questions asked from very past, that whether the egg comes first or hen. This is an interesting question, and still this question is question only. So right from the beginning of the human civilization, human is very curious about to know how reproduction takes place, how new individual produce. So that curiosity we also have. With that curiosity, let's learn the lesson हाउ डू ऑर्गेनिज्म रिप्रोड्यूस. अगर हमने ये लेसन का नाम देखे तो इसमें दो कंसेप्ट है. एक है ऑर्गेनिज्म, सेकंड इज रिप्रोड्यूस, रिप्रोडक्शन. फ्रॉम रिप्रोडक्शन द वर्ड रिप्रोड्यूस इज फॉर्म. As the name of this lesson is question sentence, so we have to find out answer for this question in this lesson. How do organism reproduce? Already you know very well, organism means living thing. It may be plant, it may be animal, or it may be microorganism. वो microorganism हो सकता है, plant हो सकता है, या animal हो सकता है. All this thing combinedly known as organisms. So how these organisms reproduce? Now the next term is reproduce. The original word is reproduction, and from that the word is formed reproduce. Now you know the word production. Production means to produce new thing. Reproduction means the production new thing from already existing one. In other words, we can say production of new individual of same kind from already existing, previously existing one is known as reproduction. अब अगर हमने एक सिंपल एग्जांपल लिए तो आपको ये वो कंसेप्ट इजी हो जाएगा. फ्रॉम मैंगो सीड, आफ्टर जर्मिनेशन वी आर गेटिंग मैंगो प्लांट. दिस इज कॉल्ड एज रिप्रोडक्शन ऑफ मैंगो प्लांट. और फ्रॉम एग ऑफ एन hen we are getting a chicken. That is also called as the reproduction. Or human being, the female of human being giving birth to baby, that is called as reproduction. Okay, so now the question is here, what is reproduction? It is very clear to you now. Is it clear? I think now it is clear to you what is reproduction. In more detail, on a proper definition of reproduction we'll learn in next slide. Now here, reproduction can take place in two different types. One is asexual reproduction, second one is sexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction means the reproduction in which two parents are not involved, two gametes are not involved. From only one parent, from only single individual, new individual can produce, that is called as asexual reproduction. Further, it is of 5 different types: fission, fragmentation, regeneration, vegetative propagation, spore formation. And in case of sexual reproduction, here we have to learn in this chapter reproduction in flowering plant and reproduction in human being. So this is our syllabus of this chapter which we have to consider in this chapter. So one by one we'll learn in detail. Today, in today's lecture, we'll learn just the concept of reproduction, the concept related with reproduction, and asexual reproduction. So let's go to the next part, that is the deoxyribonucleic acid, that is called as DNA. So already in 9th standard and 8th standard you have learned about the cell is a structure and different organelles present in the cell. Now can you tell me which is the main organelle of the cell? Yes, it is nucleus. So the main organelle of the cell is nucleus. Inside the nucleus, you have learned that nucleic acid is present. Two types of nucleic acid are there, DNA and RNA, deoxyribose nucleic acid and RNA ribose nucleic acid. Now you know already inside the nucleus chromosomes are there, on that chromosomes DNA are there, deoxyribose nucleic acid. It is the full form, short form is DNA, deoxy, D, nucleic, N and acid A. Now here deoxyribose means having two carbon atom. Now here it is also known as blueprint. Now you know very well, before constructing any building or house we are drawing blueprint, or before performing any work, first of all we are planning it on the paper, and as per that planning we are performing that work. So that planning is known as blueprint. In case of construction, we are making first the blueprint of the house which we have to build, and according to that we have to perform. So in the same manner, DNA is also a blueprint, or you can say master copy of the newly formed human being, or the human being or any organism which are going to form, present in chromosome in the nucleus of a cell. So this DNA, where they are present? They are present in the cell. Which cell? Sex cell. And there they are present in the nucleus in chromosomes. Now this DNA contain information for inheritance of features. So what is the importance of this DNA? This DNA contain information of what? Inheritance of features. The features, the characteristics which are transferred from parent to their offspring, their children. This characteristic feature, the information about this characteristic feature, or in other words you can say the code of this information, this feature is present in DNA. Now what type of code is transferred from parents to their offspring through the DNA? That type of features will come from parents to their offspring. हम देखते हैं कि एक पेरेंट्स के अगर चिल्ड्रन हैं सेम पेरेंट्स के, तो वो भी एग्जैक्टली सेम नहीं होते हैं. They are also not exactly same, they are different, they are having little differences. So why? Because the features which are transferred from their parents to the young one or the offspring is different at different time. That's why no two children of same parents are exactly similar. No doubt they have some similarities, they may be matching, but they are not exactly same. So this is deoxyribose nucleic acid. Now how this deoxyribose nucleic acid is useful in the production of, here you can clearly see this is the diagram of DNA which shows the structure. Now here is DNA duplication and replication. So in first reaction takes place and DNA get duplicated. So how this takes place? First of all the DNA become duplicate, that means Xerox copy, the carbon copy of DNA is formed. Then DNA separate from each other and make two different cell. That DNA separated from each other and form two different cell. Then DNA copies generated will be similar but may not be identical. They may be similar but it is not exactly identical. Just like you are going to take a Xerox copy of any page, 5 copies. So all will be similar but not exactly identical. Little change may be there. Some must maybe for faint, some must maybe dark, some spot may be there. So like that a little change may be there. That is called as variation or not identical. Okay. Now let's go to the next term, that is the importance of variation. So now you can see in this picture clearly, this is first parent from which these two individuals are produced, that is having little change. From this again two individuals are produced that are having again little change. So what we can say, what is variation? Certain changes occurring in the offspring is known as variation. variation is important for the survival of a species, as it allows some individuals to withstand and changes in the environment, or here you can say niches. So now see why variation takes place. So as now only I told you, when you are going to take a Xerox copy, photocopy of any page, so you will get same matter, but that photocopy will not be exactly identical to your original one. In the same manner, whenever there is a DNA replication, the copy of DNA form, but that copy will be same but not identical. That's why little changes is observed in parent and their children, in two children also. Now see, these are the two children of same parent, but that are also not similar. They are also having little differences. So this little difference is known as variation. Now why variation is important? Because variation is important for the survival of a species, as it allows some individual to withstand changes in the environment. Now you know very well, day by day changes takes place in the environment, in the surrounding, and the individual have to adjust with the changing surrounding, and to adjust with the changing surrounding, then individual must have that kind of character. So this variation which takes place in the individual help to adjust with the changing environment. So this is all about variation. Now importance of DNA copying in reproduction. What is the importance of DNA copying in reproduction? Now here you can say DNA copying means the production of an exact copy of the original one, just like you are taking a photocopy of a paper. But the process of copying DNA will have some variation each time, which lead to the stability of population and formation of new species. So what is the importance of DNA copying? From DNA copying, what happens? A little variation takes place in the individual every time. Suppose first child is produced, that will have some characteristic feature. Then second child is produced of same parent, that also will have some special character. And the character of first child and second child will not be exactly same, or the characters of both the child will not be exactly with same with their parents. So this is the variation, and this variation is important for stabilizing the population and formation of new species. So this is the importance of DNA copying. Now, once again, as I told you, we'll discuss in detail about the definition, exact definition of reproduction, its types, and in today's lecture, we'll learn about the asexual reproduction only. Okay, so let's continue. चलो देखते हैं द एग्जैक्ट डेफिनेशन क्या होती है. रिप्रोडक्शन का मीनिंग आपको समझ में आ गया, लेकिन रिप्रोडक्शन की एग्जैक्ट डेफिनेशन क्या होती है, दैट वी विल लर्न हेयर. सो रिप्रोडक्शन इज नथिंग बट द प्रोसेस बाय विच ऑर्गेनिज्म जनरेट न्यू इंडिविजुअल ऑफ द सेम काइंड. So what is reproduction? It is one of the important life process. जैसा हमने लाइफ प्रोसेस में पढ़ा है, तो जो अदर इम्पोर्टेंट लाइफ प्रोसेस है, न्यूट्रिशन है, सर्कुलेशन है, एक्सक्रिएशन है, वैसा ही रिप्रोडक्शन ये एक इम्पोर्टेंट लाइफ प्रोसेस है. इट इज अ प्रोसेस बाय विच ऑर्गेनिज्म जनरेट मीन्स प्रोड्यूस न्यू इंडिविजुअल ऑफ द सेम काइंड. दैट मीन्स human being will give birth to young one of human being, cow will give birth to calf only, or dog will give birth to puppy. From mango seed, mango plant will come out. That is called as individual of same kind. Now, how reproduction takes place? In case of reproduction, whether two parents or one parent is involved, whether two gametes or one gamete is involved, depending upon that, there are two types of reproduction. One is asexual reproduction and second one is sexual reproduction. Now at the name indicate, a means absent. So the mode of reproduction or the type of reproduction in which gametes are hidden, or no need of two gametes, only one individual parent can produce new individual, that is called as asexual reproduction. अब आपको समझने के लिए एक सिंपल एग्जांपल लेना होगा कि इफ़ यू वांट अ रोज प्लांट, अगर आपको एक रोज प्लांट आपके गार्डन में चाहिए, व्हाट यू विल डू, you will ask your friend to give a stem cut of the rose plant which is there in his house, and you will take that stem cut, put in the soil, water it regularly, and then from that stem cut new plant will come out. तो आपने क्या किया, एक स्टेम कट लेकर आया प्लांट का, मतलब आपने एक ही पेरेंट का एक पार्ट लेकर आया, उससे न्यू इंडिविजुअल प्रोड्यूस हो गया. नो नीड ऑफ टू पेरेंट हेयर. सो दिस इज कॉल्ड एज असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन. In case of animal, from single-celled amoeba, new amoeba is formed by binary fission, that is also asexual reproduction. From hydra, parent of hydra, new hydra is produced, that is called as asexual reproduction. Okay, so in more detail about this we'll learn in today's lecture. Second one is sexual reproduction, the reproduction in which the two parents are involved, two gametes are needed, one must be male gamete, another must be female gamete, that should be fused together to form zygote, and from that zygote new individuals are formed. This is called as sexual reproduction. So let's continue with asexual reproduction. Now see, as I told you that asexual reproduction is nothing but a process in which only one parent is involved. Now, what is asexual reproduction? It is the process of formation of new individual from any specialized or unspecialized part of a single parent without fertilization. So here, what is the important thing in asexual reproduction? It is having single parent, no need of two parent. Only from one individual living thing you can produce another living thing. How? By using specialized or unspecialized part of a single parent. And here one more important thing is without fertilization. What is fertilization? Union of male and female gamete. So here no need of union of gamete. Only from any part of the parent new plant can produce. For example, in case of rose, what you brought? The stem cutting. Stem is a part of rose plant, and the original stem plant is a parent plant. From that parent plant, just you brought a stem cutting, that is nothing but a part of parent plant, and that part you grown in the soil, which grow into new individual. So this is called as asexual reproduction. Here no need of two parent, no need of fertilization also, only a specialized part or sometime unspecialized part also can produce into new individual. Now asexual reproduction, based upon how they produce, there are 6 types of asexual reproduction, or we can classify asexual reproduction into 6 group. One is known as fission, fragmentation, regeneration, budding, vegetative propagation, and spore formation. Now as the word having the meaning fission, fission means breakdown. So here you can see, here is a single cell. Now this single cell is growing first, here it is become mature. After maturing, here cell division started. First the nucleus is divided, then cytoplasm is divided, then the whole cell is divided to form 2 new daughter cells. So this is called as fission, means one cell is broken down and form 2 cell, fission. Then fragmentation, fragment means a part, the parent divided into small fragment, and each fragment can produce into new individual. Regeneration means generate new part or whole individual, that is called as regeneration. As in case of wall lizard, you might have seen that when the tail of wall lizard is broken, new tails come, or when you cut your nails, again the nails grow, that is called as a regeneration. When you cut your hair, again the hair grows, that is also a part of regeneration. Budding, certain outgrowth is formed, and that outgrowth grows into new individual, then detach from the parent and grow into new one, that is budding. Vegetative propagation, that means production of new individual plant from the parts of the plant, is known as vegetative propagation. And spore formation, spores are nothing but asexual reproductive bodies from which new individuals are formed. चलो तो फिर हम देखते हैं डिटेल में फिशन किसे कहते हैं, फ्रैगमेंटेशन किसे कहते हैं, रीजनरेशन किसे कहते हैं और ये प्रोसेस होते कैसे हैं. सो लेट्स गो टू लर्न फर्स्ट द फिशन. नाउ एज आई टोल्ड यू, फिशन मीन्स ब्रेकिंग. फिशन मतलब टूटना, एक टूटकर दो फॉर्म होना. नाउ इट इज द टाइप ऑफ असेक्सुअल रिप्रोडक्शन in which the parent cell split up, broken down into two or more daughter cell. यहाँ पर क्या होता है, ये पेरेंट सेल है, ये ब्रेक होती है, स्प्लिट अप होती है और दो सेल फॉर्म होते हैं और मेनी सेल. आइदर इट कैन फॉर्म टू सेल और इट कैन फॉर्म मोर डॉटर सेल. तो ये जो फुल्ली ग्रोन मैच्योर सेल है अमीबा की, उसको हम कहेंगे पेरेंट सेल. ये पेरेंट सेल के अंदर सेल डिवीजन का प्रोसेस स्टार्ट होगा. सेल डिवाइड होगी, न्यूक्लियस डिवाइड होगा, साइटोप्लाज्म डिवाइड होगा और डिवाइड होने के बाद पेरेंट सेल टोटली टू न्यू सेल्स में डिवाइड हो जाएगी. नाउ दिस टू सेपरेट न्यूली फॉर्म सेल्स आर कॉल्ड एज डॉटर सेल. सो फ्रॉम वन parent cell, how many daughter cells are formed? Two daughter cells are formed. So this is fission, means one parent cell is split up, broken into two new individual. This is a mode of asexual reproduction. ये asexual reproduction कैसा हुआ, क्योंकि यहाँ पर सिंगल पेरेंट इन्वॉल्व है, दो पेरेंट इन्वॉल्व नहीं है. ये फिशन कैसा हुआ, बिकॉज इन दिस केस पेरेंट सेल स्प्लिट अप टू फॉर्म टू न्यू सेल, दैट्स व्हाई इट इज कॉल्ड एज फिशन. ओके, सो नाउ इन डेफिनेशन व्हाट यू हैव लर्न, आइदर टू और मोर डॉटर सेल्स आर फॉर्म. यानी यहाँ पर दो कंडीशन है. एक तो कभी फिशन प्रोसेस में एक पेरेंट सेल स्प्लिट अप होने के बाद दो डॉटर सेल फॉर्म होंगे या मेनी डॉटर सेल फॉर्म होंगे. तो इस हिसाब से फिशन प्रोसेस में फिशन होने के बाद कितने डॉटर सेल फॉर्म हो रहे हैं, टू या मेनी. इस बिना पर हम फिशन को दो टाइप में डिवाइड कर सकते हैं. एक बाइनरी फिशन, दूसरा मल्टीपल फिशन. सो फर्स्ट वाला क्या है, बाइनरी फिशन है. बाय मीन्स टू, फिशन मीन्स स्प्लिटिंग. That means one parent cell when split up into two daughter cell, that is called as binary fission. ये हो गया बाइनरी फिशन. ये कब होगा, जब आउटर एटमॉस्फेरिक कंडीशन नॉर्मल है, सुटेबल है, फेवरेबल है अमीबा के लिए, तब अमीबा की पेरेंट सेल डिवाइड होंगी और दो डॉटर सेल फॉर्म हो जाएंगे. ये रेगुलर मेथड है अमीबा में. लेकिन इफ the outer atmospheric condition is unfavorable, not suitable for amoeba to grow, in that case what will happen, this amoeba cell, parent amoeba cell, this is parent's amoeba cell, will form a outer protective covering around itself. This outer protecting covering is known as cyst, protective cyst, which protect that amoeba inside. Now this parent cell will divide into two, then again divide into four, again divide into eight. Likewise it is divide and redivide, and inside cyst only it will form many daughter amoebulae. And when outer atmospheric condition will become favorable or suitable, at that time this cyst will broken down and all daughter amoebulae will come out at once. So in this method, from one parent cell many daughter cells are formed, more daughter cells are formed. So this method is known as multiple fission in Plasmodium or in amoeba also. Multi means many and fission means breakdown. So in this case, one parent cell broken down to form many daughter cell. So in this way, fission is first type of asexual reproduction in which parent cell split up into two daughter cell or more daughter cell. When parent cell split up into two daughter cell, that is called as binary fission. When parent cell split up into many daughter cell or more than two daughter cell, that is called as multiple fission in Plasmodium. Now let's go to next type, that is fragmentation. Now the meaning of the word fragmentation. Fragment means a part, a section, a unit. Now fragmentation means converting whole into a part. So in case of this fragmentation, this is nothing but multicellular algae. Now this multicellular algae cut into smaller units. This is Spirogyra. Now in fragmentation what happened? Accidentally it cuts into smaller pieces, unit, that is called as fragment. And now each fragment can produce into new individual, new Spirogyra. This method of reproduction is known as fragmentation. It is a type of asexual reproduction in which the parent cells simply break up into smaller pieces upon maturation, and each piece further develop into new individual. Example of this is a Spirogyra. So this is nothing but the filament of Spirogyra. When this filament of Spirogyra broken down into smaller pieces, each piece will grow into new individual. This is called as the fragmentation. Now let's go to the third type of asexual reproduction, that is regeneration. Generation means to produce, regeneration means reproduce, again produce. So now here see, in case of regeneration, it is a type of asexual reproduction in which the parent cell cut or break up in several pieces, and each piece will develop into a new individual. Now here is the planaria. It is one of the animal. Now this planaria, when accidentally broken into smaller pieces, each piece can grow into new individual. Now see, first piece is the head piece, will form the remaining part of the body. Second piece is the middle piece, will form head and the downside part. Third piece is tail part, and that will form a whole body. So in this way, this is called as regeneration. Regeneration also observed partially in case of wall lizard, as I already told you. In case of human being also, when we are cutting our hair, it grows. When some cells of our skin dies and new cells are formed, when we are cutting our nails, it also grows. So that is also a part of regeneration. Now next is budding. Bud means what? An outgrowth. Now see, what is budding? It is a type of reproduction in which a bud develops as an outgrowth due to a repeated cell division at one specific site, and the bud will develop to new individual when fully mature and detached from the parent body. Now see, for example, this is your hydra, a multicellular animal, simple multicellular animal. These are the tentacles of hydra. This is the body of hydra. Now when hydra is completely grown and mature, in some particular part of the body of hydra, an outgrowth will produce, means body will grow outside. Why? Because in that particular part multiple cell division takes place. Many times cell divide and redivide, and a small outgrowth is formed, that is called as bud. That bud will grow, and finally that bud will become an small young individual similar to the parent, but only the size is small. So when the complete body of that individual is formed, that will get cut and separated from the parent, and now this is called as the daughter and this is called as the parent. Now here parent is there and the new individual, that is daughter, is also there. So this is the difference between binary fission and budding. In budding, parent is remain as it is and the new individual is formed. Again from this parent, many times new individuals can form. But in case of binary or multiple fission, there is no existence of parent. Or in case of binary fission, multiple fission, in case of regeneration, there is no existence of parent. Once parent divide, then the new individual which are formed, that are nothing but the daughter cells only. No parent cell is remain behind. But here in case of budding, parent is remain as it is after producing new individual. And in this way, one parent can produce many time the new individual. So this is called as budding in case of hydra. Now next type is vegetative propagation. Now this is in case of plant. Now in case of plant, you have learned that plants have main parts, that is root, stem and leaves, and that root, stem and leaves having its own normal function. Root absorbs the water and hold the plant in the soil. Stem support the plant, and leaves produce the food by photosynthesis process. But sometime in case of some plants, these main parts of the roots may be modified and may store excess food item and get an ability to produce new individual. So that part of the plant which is modified and capable of producing into new individual is known as vegetative part. And the production of new individual from such vegetative part is known as vegetative propagation or reproduction. So in case of plant, there are two types of part: vegetative part and reproductive part. Root, stem and leaves are vegetative part, and flower is the reproductive part. So in case of some plant, the vegetative part like root, stem or leaves may be modified. Modified means they may have stored excess food, and due to that they may got an ability to produce into new individual. This method of production of new individual is known as vegetative propagation. Now for example, in case of ब्रायोफाइलम, इसको हम हमारे लैंग्वेज में पर्णफुटी कहते हैं। तो ब्रायोफाइलम में होता क्या है, यहाँ पर आप देख सकते हैं, ये क्या है, एक बिग लीफ है। दिस इज नथिंग बट अ बिग लीफ ऑफ ब्रायोफाइलम, एंड दिस आर द नॉचेस ऑफ दैट लीफ। तो ये नॉचेस में होता क्या है कि जो लोअर लीफ होता है ब्रायोफाइलम का, उसके नॉचेस में यहाँ पर छोटे छोटे प्लांट्स प्रोड्यूस होते हैं, प्लांटलेट्स। और जब ये लीफ हेवी हो जाएगा तो ये क्या हो जाएगा, कट होके नीचे गिर जाएगा ग्राउंड पर, एंड दिस plantlet will grow into new individual. Or we also can cut this leaf and put into another place in the soil so that new plants can produce. So this is nothing but vegetative propagation. In case of bryophyllum, it takes place through the leaf. In case of rose, it takes place through the stem, or in case of mint plant, it can take place through the root. So root, stem and leaves can produce new individual plant. This is called as vegetative propagation. Now vegetative propagation, here you can see through the root. So here is chrysanthemum, here is chrysanthemum, you can see main stem, and this is the runner, you can say. In case of this plant, some stems are growing horizontally, so that horizontal stem is known as runner, and at certain place where this is the node, the new branch is produced. If you cut this plant from here and put at other places, then that can grow into new individual. So this is nothing but vegetative propagation by a sucker or chrysanthemum. Okay, chrysanthemum. So here is adventitious root, sucker, taproot and main stem. In case of grasses also, such kind of reproduction takes place through the stem. Now vegetative propagation through the root in case of pistia. So here you can see these are the roots, and from these roots new pistia can produce. This you can observe in case of mint plant also. Now vegetative propagation through the stem tubers. So in case of potato, all of you have seen potato, that is nothing but the stem. It is not fruit, it is not any other part, it is stem part of that plant, modified stem. So it is soft, tubular, having excess food stored inside. Now you might have seen potato having these notches, that is called as eyes of potato. Now if you keep this potato in moist place, so from this eyes the root comes out and the shoot comes out. If you cut this part and put in the soil, from that new potato plant will grow. So in many a time in your day-to-day life, you might have got an experience that when you kept potato in moist place, it sprout up, it produces new individual. So this is the vegetative propagation through stem. In this way, higher plants can produce from root, stem and leaves, and sometimes some special parts are also produced on the leaf through which new plant can produce. Now the next type of asexual reproduction is formation of spore. Already you might have studied about the fungus, that is the mucor. It is a bread mold which grows on bread. Now here is the stolon and here is the sporangium. A round circular body is known as sporangium. Inside that a small black color particles are formed that are called as spores. It is not seed, it is asexual reproductive bodies. So when this sporangium is completely mature, dries, this sporangium broken down and the spores fall down on organic matter like chapati, bread or any organic matter or on the soil, moist soil, and from which new mucor plant grows. This method of asexual reproduction is known as spore formation. Okay, so this is all about the asexual reproduction in case of organism. So today here we have completed up to this asexual reproduction in this video lecture. I think most of your doubts are clear about this. Now we'll continue this chapter with sexual reproduction in next video lecture. Till then, stay safe, stay at home, and thank you and goodbye.